This is my 2013 Scion FRS. So in the first video that I uploaded, you guys saw a little bit of this car, but in this video I want to break down every modification that I've done to this car, as well as how much it cost if you guys wanted to build something like this at home. I made a list on my phone so I don't forget any of the mods, but we're going to start out with probably the most notable thing on the car when you first look at it is going to be the carbon fiber hood. This ran me about $1,000. I've had this hood for about 3 years now. The next modification on this car is going to be the Spec D headlights. They have the nice cool boomerang on them, as you see. These run $450. They're not quite as bright as the OEM headlights, but for the look and styling of this, I think it's worth it. If you guys heard me in the beginning of this video, you heard me say 2013 Scion FRS. This is actually a 2017 GT86 front bumper. Just before winter, I did the 2017 GT86 front bumper swap on this car, including paint, labor, and all the grills and everything for this. It will run you about $1,000. I love the FRS front end, but it was time for me to switch things up, and the 2017 front bumper actually fell into my hands at the right time, so I had to pick it up. This is actually a cheap eBay front lip. I think it ran me about $250. I had a carbon fiber lip on this before when I had the FRS bumper, and honestly, every time I would scrape, it would hurt my soul. So it felt good to take that expensive carbon fiber front lip off of this and put on a cheap lip that I don't mind scraping, because this car does run pretty low. Next up on the list is going to be my favorite part of this car. Something I recently just picked up within the last few weeks is going to be these Ray's 57 CR Gram Light wheels. My absolute dream wheel. I wanted these wheels for the longest time, and I found a crazy deal on Facebook Marketplace, so I finally picked a pair up. This wheel and tire package new would cost you about $3,500, but I got a sweet deal on it, so it didn't cost me quite as much. TRD carbon fiber front aero fins on the car. I believe these run about $250. I get a ton of compliments on these. People love this. I think the styling of this fits perfectly with the body lines of this car. And then to go along with the carbon fiber front aero fins, we have some carbon fiber mirror covers. So these only ran me about $100. TRD skirts, these are going to be the V1 skirts. Paint and labor on these is going to run about $1,000. I guess it is worth noting the tint on the car. So this is 20% tint on the side windows and rear windows. That cost me $350. For suspension, we are running the Tane Flex Z coilovers. They're pretty much maxed out. I think I can go down about 1 millimeter, but I am pretty dang close to rubbing, so I'm not gonna go any lower. These coilovers costed me $850. We'll touch on the brake setup really quick. I have StopTech steel brake lines, $150. Motul brake fluid, that's about $100. Carrying on to the rear end of the car, we got a lot going on back here, as you see, so we're gonna start from the top and we'll work our way down. A APR GTC 200 wing. This wing is full carbon fiber, including the base plates, the end plates, the airfoil, everything is carbon fiber, $1,300. I actually got a crazy deal on this, so I didn't have to spend that much money, but it gets a lot of attention, it gets a lot of compliments, so I think down the future I am gonna go wingless though, just to clean things up. Beeland 2017 style smoked tail lights. These are sequential tail lights. So fun fact, I've actually had 7 different pairs of tail lights on this car, and I keep on going back to the smoked look. I think on a white car with a bunch of carbon fiber on, complements the car very well, so I think we're gonna be sticking with the smoked look, but these ones cost $250. Something you guys can see a little bit is going to be this Veris aggressive rear diffuser, and it's actually connected to a full Veris flat bottom. So I got the diff cover, I got the trans tunnel. I got this back when I was going to the track like every weekend. It's still functional now, but daily driving, it doesn't do me much. It cost about $850. This spoiler is a rep. I didn't pay the JDM tax on this one, boys. This one only ran me about $250, including paint and shipping, so could not beat that deal. I think if I got this one straight from Toyota Japan, it would probably cost me about $600, so I saved some money there for sure. We'll talk about the exhaust. I have a MXP Comp RS catback, Borla unequal length catless headers, MXP catless front pipe on this car. So the catback runs about $700 and the headers also run $700. So for this exhaust setup, you're looking about $1,400. We'll do a sound clip right here so you guys can hear it. moving on to the interior, I kept things pretty simple. I wanted to keep things looking OEM plus, just because when you start to modify things, it starts to become not so much dailyable. This is actually the OEM steering wheel with a wrap over it. I don't really like the look of aftermarket steering wheels, and I like the feel of the OEM steering wheel, so I figured a suede wrap on this would give me kind of the best of both worlds. This only costed me 50 bucks. I have a TRD shift knob along with a racing reverse lockout. I think this combo right here would probably run about 150 bucks. I went ahead and got the 2017 suede dash just to keep things matching, 200 bucks. I'm not too sure on the final price of this car. I believe it should be right around $12,000 if I wanted to build this car from scratch again, everything brand new. Once again, I didn't pay that full price. I got some parts given to me for free, so I didn't quite spend $12,000 on this car. I believe if I were to guess, I probably put in $7,000 to $8,000 of my own money. I'm glad I finally got to introduce this car to you guys on the channel, since you guys are going to be seeing a lot of it. As far as future modifications go, I'm not too sure. We're probably going to change up a few small things here or there, but for the most part, I'm very happy with this build. Everything feels and functions perfectly. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think I should do to this. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.